Hey guys, what is going on? I'm back with another update. Earlier today, I wanted to tell you guys, or I told you guys that I was going to be working on the water temple a little bit. And me, Foos, and Hawk just been going to town for the last couple hours, and I just want to do a little update video and show you guys what we got done. All we have left is just a couple blocks just floating around that we use for clearing out all the water. So this whole square was all covered in water. We sponged it all out. Um, we had this beacon that gave us regen and haste, so that helped out a bit. So now we're on the part of the project that we have a pretty good design for how we want the guardians to spawn, and I'm not 100% sure how they're going to be dropping and stuff, but we're going to figure all that out in a couple, at least a day or two. Tomorrow is the Super Bowl, so I won't have too much time to work on this. I can put in some couple hours before I leave, but basically Monday, Tuesday we'll be working on this, so I'll probably have some videos up by Tuesday, Wednesday-ish. If you guys are curious on what a water temple should look like. So now basically some tips that I found I should kind of give you guys is when you find the water temple, obviously you want to kill the 3 elder guardians first, and then you don't want to bring normal blocks. Try to bring slime blocks or signs. Reason being because they give you mining fatigue for like 8 minutes or some ridiculous crap, and you can't basically break any blocks. So say if a guardian's trying to attack you, they have a line of sight attack. So if you try to pillar up like this and hide behind something, that's great. But if you do a whole wall or something, you're blocking yourself in that room forever. And if you're using a water breathing potion or something, you're going to be dependent on putting torches down until your mining fatigue runs out. And if you didn't already kill the elder guardians, it's not going to run out. So you have to like slash spawn or just let yourself die and hope to God you can put some of your stuff in a chest really quick or something. So that's one tip. Bring slime blocks. If you don't have slime blocks, use signs like I said, because it stops the water and gives you a little breathing spot, and it also doesn't make a whole wall so you can't really go through it. I never tested with glass. Glass might break fast, but I doubt it. I think it's just like any other block. So that's one tip. Second tip is you can see what we kind of did and didn't do. What we did is we walled up around the natural look of the temple. So I'm just gonna try to get up here really quick to show you guys. So this was like the very edge of the temple, and you can see it goes all the way around. So then Foos started making a, well, he didn't do it from down here, but he did it from up there. He just basically made like a big giant square around where the temple originally was. So the second tip is to do this because it blocks all the water. Like you guys can see, there's water out there. There's probably a bunch of guardians out there. I don't know. Since we've had this dried up, I haven't seen really any guardians, which thank God, because they were just annoying the crap out of all of us. We're trying to pillar up with sponges, and you get knocked off. You take fall damage. You guys can see my armor here. This was pretty much all brand new, and now my boots are at like 111, and that's with, oh, I don't even have them breaking. That's why. But yeah, so this is just the update video. But the second tip is to do this wall, and the third tip is any natural structures to try to keep. Like you guys can see right here that we have a floor. This was a natural floor, I do believe, because these water temples have like 2 to 3 floors in them that you have to try to explore. Bring ladders too, that's very helpful. But you can destroy this kind of stuff, but try to keep the bricks and the natural stair looking stuff just at the beginning, so you can try to find where the middle is. The reason why you want to know where the middle is, and I'm gonna try to briefly tell you, our beacon is pretty much dead center. Like if you look here, it's pretty much in the center of this whole thing, right? So we didn't really need to figure it out. We kind of just made the beacon in the middle. That way, wherever we're mining, we're going to be covered. but keep the natural stuff to find out where the middle is. You have to know where that is just for the farm, because you're not going to be using this whole thing. I don't think. I have not watched any videos. I'm trying to force myself to do this completely freestyle. I don't want to know what is supposed to happen, what it's supposed to look like, anything like that. 1 second, guys. Getting a thing. Okay. So yeah, I'm letting Foos, I'm letting Hawk, I'm letting Vase come up with the design basically, and then I'm just gonna go to town, do whatever's got to be done, and then come up with the sorting system at the end of it. Hawk had to go, Vase had to go. For them, it's pretty early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock for me, but they are 5 to 6 hours ahead of me, so it's like 2 or 3 a.m. So they're pretty tired, so they're just taking a break. Foos is also taking a break because he is currently in a mining competition with DWA, and I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that's the third tip, and we are gonna pretty much have this done in the next couple days, so I'm pretty excited. There's gonna be lots of mob drops. We're looking for around 1,000 drops per hour, or possibly more. I can't remember if it was 1,000 or 10,000, but that would just be ridiculous. I do think it is 1,000 though. But we are splitting everything that the mobs drop 4 ways, because we have 4 people working on the project, as well as sponges and the blocks and stuff like that. But the blocks don't really matter that much because you can just create the blocks. If you guys didn't know, Guardians drop prismarine shards as well as prismarine crystals, and I haven't tried to make here. I wonder if we can just, yeah, that doesn't make a brick. I haven't tried to make a block yet. Does that do it? Okay, there you go. So these prismarine shards make a prismarine block itself, and I'm guessing maybe 2 of these and 2 of these. No, maybe like this. No, so maybe you need 4 of these. I don't have 4 of these on me. Maybe if you do this and this and this and this, I really don't know. I'm just trying to test for you guys. I have not tried to make any blocks. I've just been mining this stuff, and then other than that, I haven't really paid attention to it at all. So yeah, there's probably like a crafting bench thing that you can do. I have no idea, because I don't. It's the first time I've really ever used these blocks, because this is my first water temple, and I'm trying to do all freestyle, and I'm really gonna try to stick by that. But yeah, this is the update video. So hopefully I'm gonna actually get a really good view from up here, so you guys can just get a quick look. And yeah, so all these random blocks that you see floating around, don't mind them. They're just kind of there because either we got knocked off from a guardian and we just moved on to something else to mine, or you just try to do the majority of the blocks first and then get all the small stuff at the end. And that's pretty much. So you guys recognize this from the last video or two, but this is what she is looking like right now. Pretty big project. I'm gonna actually go on this side because that wall is kind of in the way for your view. And I'm actually really curious if these guardians are actually even spawning out here anymore, because where that square is, where you guys see that square, that's kind of the middle, and that's where they tend to spawn near. Sorry guys, I had a couple mixed drinks earlier and my throat's kind of froggy right now and phlegmy. Anyways, I don't know why I told you guys that. But yeah, this is what it's gonna look like after you get the wall up, after you get everything taken out. And I definitely recommend a beacon. That helped a lot. For the haste, it helped a lot because we're using MMCO, I think, yeah. And you can't super break. We have this thing called super breaker, where if you right click and then start mining, you have like a 10 to 20 second window depending on your mining level. You can just break blocks like one shot, just like creative mode, and it's all level based. And yeah, but anyways, these created blocks, I just found out today, don't actually trigger. Like, I'm not gonna try to break these necessarily, but they don't trigger the super break. So haste is a really good thing to have, but I definitely recommend regen, or either regen actually, or resistance like we had earlier. Resistance just because the guardians end up doing 3 to 3.5 hearts of damage depending on your armor level. I have really good armor for fighting these guys. Protection is the best armor you can have, and these guys were still doing 3 to 3.5 armor damage to me. And not just that, they knock you around. So say if there's a guardian right here, he knocks me off. If I already took 1 guardian damage, I'm gonna fall down there and die for sure. So that's not a good thing. And I know you guys can't really see, I don't know why I jumped in here. I just wanted to see if there were any guardians spawning. So let me get up here really quick. I don't think there are. So I think we made the perimeter big enough that no more spawn. I'm gonna quickly get the sponge. But yeah, these are what we were using, just these sponge blocks. You find them naturally in a temple. If you're very unlucky, sometimes you don't get them at all. And I'll get that in a second. Actually, I'll just drop down. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, 2.5 hearts. And my acrobatics level went up. Alright. But yeah, so next time you guys see this, this whole project will be completely cleaned out. It'll be looking really sharp. We might replace the walls with something. We might have a secondary wall, which we only need a 16 by 16 square around the middle, I do believe. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So you guys, I butchered that counting just because of the misplaced blocks, but I know I counted it right. So it would be a wall like that, 16 by 16 around the middle, I believe. Don't take my word for that at all. Like I said, I'm totally freestyling this. I'm only going off of what I heard today. We need a 2 by 2 square so the guardians can fall down. And I'm not going to go into it because I don't have a water bucket on me. I could make one really quick, but I don't want this video to be that long. Just a little update video. I could show you what the spawning slabs are going to look like, but I'd rather just show you once we have it all figured out, because something might be right, something might be wrong, we might find out something's better in the future, and I don't want to mislead you guys or tell you guys one thing that, oh yeah, this is a good idea, and then we find out, wait a minute, we were totally off, or we were only a little bit off. So I just want to wait until all that's figured out. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video when this is all done, or pretty close to done. And maybe we'll get a quick collab going with like Foos, Vase, and Hawk. Anyways, see you guys. Peace.